We are approaching Paragon 440 really soon, and with that we will able to unlock one of the legendary skills from the Paragon tree. And today I will be sharing my personal opinion which one will be the best to use for either PvP or PvE. Starting with the first one, rolling strike, generate energy while moving or using a primary attack, and when full, your next primary attack will knock back enemies. Cannot occur more often than once every 10 seconds. Primary attack generates 5% energy and movement speed. Each yard will generate 1.25% energy, and if we equip this and move around, we should get some visual effect. Let me see if I can get that. It is somewhat not working for me after the first time. Not sure why is that, but I'm gonna try and see if we can get that and see you guys in a sec. So I moved around a lot and still not able to get that effect. Not sure why is that. Maybe it is not working properly. I should able to get that uh, decently fast, but if I were to attack that dummy, let's see if something pops up. If not, then for me at least that is not working properly. And there we go, we did end up getting that effects using from like primary, did end up giving me that. We had that fire effect on our fist, so somewhat not working properly, at least what it looked like to me when I was trying to move using the lightning nova. Even the normal movement doesn't give me that, so it is out of question for me to recommend this to anyone, either for PvP or PvE. And honestly, if you are someone a tempest or a barbarian, you don't want to use this in PvP, you don't want people getting away from you from that knockback, you want them get closer to you. And if you are somewhat a wizard or any range class, if Tempest or the Barbarian gets close to you, mostly they have CC immunity, so it will not help you knock them back. And I am quite sure that the Tempest has full immunity even to the knockback. So out of question for PvP or PvE. In my opinion, right now it does not seems to be working correctly. The next one is Lightning Rod. Dealing damage to an enemy 10 times within 3 seconds, cause lightning to strike them, dealing damage to or nearby enemy. Cannot occur more than once 30 seconds. I mean, this is going to be for damage over time builds if you are not using gems, which is based on damage over time. Getting that 10 attacks within 3 seconds are going to be really hard, especially in PvP. But if you are a necromancer or any class that is utilizing damage over time, this could be somewhat additional hit every 30 seconds on the top of your damage over time in PvP, and can even end up interrupting heals if you get lucky. But anyhow, if we equip this and hit the dummy here 10 times within 3 seconds, I'll just use the lightning nova here. We should be able to do that. There we go, that was a lightning strike. So lightning nova can help you do that. I personally like damage over time build, and I've been using that for a very long time, so it won't be all that big of an issue for me to get this to trigger in PvP. And if you are somewhat, like I said, using damage over time gems, something like Seeping Bile, Viper Bite, Everlasting, this will be somewhat good, especially for range classes, to give you that extra hit on enemies. And if you are somewhat a melee class, then I will not recommend you guys using this in PvP. Going for the other one that gives you a shield will be much better. But for PvE, there is no point of getting shield, at least in my opinion, so you are better off using lightning rod in PvE content for everything. Getting more damage in PvE is going to be the best way of playing. And the last one is going to be Benefactor, using a buff skill grant a shield to nearby allies, absorbing damage equal to 15% of your maximum life for 6 seconds. Cannot occur more often than once 30 seconds. This is going to be somewhat good for players who are not using damage over time builds in PvP, and especially good for melee classes who likes to get close and personal. If you are a class who play in the back lines, then going for a bit more damage is going to be better if you are utilizing damage over time builds. If you are not, then it is better that you go with the Benefactor in my opinion. And if we go equip this and use a buff skill, there we go, and we did end up getting that small shield. So somewhat decent players around you will also get this. And again, I will not recommend getting Benefactor this skill for any of PvE content unless you are doing the gauntlet raid bosses. Maybe then you can go and use this for some extra protection. I'm not sure if this is even going to help you there in hard PvE content. So one of the reasons why I'm like go for the lightning rod in most of the PvE content. I would recommend the rolling strike, but it does not seem to be working all that great, at least for me. I moved around a lot and was not able to get this like you guys. So that would be all my personal opinion for range classes using damage over time builds. Go with the lightning rod. If you are using direct damage in PvP even as a range class, then go with the Benefactor. And melee classes, go with the Benefactor in the PvP. It will be much better for you guys. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you will be picking and for which activity. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one later, guys.